Today I'm doing something a little bit different. Hello internet people, and before we mention it, I have had a haircut. I know it's really stupid looking and it makes me look like a Shakespearean actor, but I can't really help with that. So let's just carry on with this video, shall we? As I mentioned, I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to be reviewing an album. In fact, I'm going to be reviewing Schemata Theory's debut album, Dry Lung Rhetoric. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Now, Schemata Theory is Myles Dyer's band. Now, you're probably asking yourself, who is Myles Dyer? Well, to be honest, if you only had that question, you're frankly a bit stupid. Because he's quite famous, in a way. His YouTube username, Blade376. He's an internet personality, as I mentioned, and he also is the creator of Stickade, the 24-hour live broad stream for charity. And he likes metal, so he started a metal band. And the metal band in question is good. And this album is a good album. Myles Dyer announced the album's release through his personal YouTube channel, and I commented saying that I could review it on this channel. I kind of said that half-heartedly, but then the actual band replied to my actual comment and said, "Thanks, we'd appreciate that." So now I feel like it's my duty as a human being to actually review this album, and I will. There are some things that I like to look into when I look to see when an album's going on. I like to look at the sound, the lyrics, and whether it sticks in your mind or not. Those are literally like the three things that come to mind. Now, Schemata Theory are essentially a kind of death metal, groove metal, industrial metal, heavy band. You know, they're kind of like Fear Factory, Cybreed, and bands like them. And I have to honestly say that they've really honed into that genre, because they feel as though they've been doing this for a long time, to be honest. I love the intro, the instrumental intro to the album, which is titled A Dark Dawn. It's a beautiful acoustic song that launches into a full band performance by the end of the 2 minutes, and then dies back down, then it's raised back up. You've got this big drum beat then. And I will never forget the first time I heard a bit of Schemata Theory's song. It was during one of their trailers when they played a bit of their song Complex Day and had some studio footage. It was only like a 30-second long clip, but I couldn't get this 30 seconds out of my head because this 30 seconds of teaser sounded brilliant, and I couldn't wait to hear the full song. And I was blown away when I finally heard the full song, and that song in question was A Complex State. Again, this song is absolutely brilliant. Of all the songs, it's kind of like a slower pace, but still brings the heavy. So, and they've actually released a music video for that song as well, which I will probably link in the description. And the last song I would like to quickly give a mention about is the final song, The Final Breath. It's about an 8-minute song. So here's the thing, when I first heard the song, I got this image in my head of like people moshing about in a hotel room. I don't know if anyone got this, but it's a really wild song, and it's something that people can definitely move about to and get their mosh pit on in with. Plus, Clancy from Mutiny Within starting this track. And I thought that his timing of him, not just in the song, but throughout the whole album, is just perfect. He's just there to bring a, "Yes, I'm here!" And no, I can't. So yeah, the sound of the album is really good. And also, another thing I'd like to mention is, the band has 2 lead singers. There's Myles, who can scream, and can scream quite well. Myles Dyer's scream is good, and he's not really like a really strong screamer, but he's still a good one. And then there's Luke Wright. I have a friend called Luke Wright. He has an incredibly good voice. He doesn't really show off that well, you know, he doesn't really hit that high pitch as I just did. And also, his voice sounds incredibly British, so you can definitely tell this band are British, mainly because of Luke, because he has an accent in his voice, alright? Next we move on to the lyrics. I actually think the lyrics are good, and also I believe that there are different kinds of songwriting in different songs, but that's just a personal belief of mine. It sticks in your mind, that's what I like about this album. I mean, by the end of like the third listen to it, I literally have learned all the songs by it. I know like what they sound like and stuff like that. Also, say if you had like a song on your iPod, you couldn't like not listen to like one song. I mean, the instrumental track's fine, who really cares about the instrumental track? But you don't really want to skip a song. Yes, it's good. Yeah, this is also good. Oh, this is brilliant. This album really drags you in, I suppose, and it's just incredible. Now obviously, I am giving like the album a lot of praise, but I have to mention some things which I think could be improved on. I have just mentioned that every song is gripping and it doesn't really want to make you skip, every song is memorable. But if I had to name a song that isn't exactly as memorable, it would be the song Your Belief. Your Belief is a good song, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as gripping as all the other songs. It's a good song, and it does grip you to a certain extent, but one day, there will be one day when you're like, oh, what's this song? Nah, let's go to the final breath. Also, the way it's released, it kind of received a lot of attention because the album was released for free streaming on YouTube. This was a good idea, you know, it allowed people to have a proper listen to the album before they even bought it. But for me personally, it was a bit confusing because I thought they were going to release this album only through YouTube, like not release it through CD format or digital format at all. And I spent loads of time on YouTube to MP3 converter, and then I realised that I could have just bought it off iTunes. I felt stupid. Also, I believe in one of Myles Dyer's personal vlogs that he also played drums on this album. Put it like this video should be called Myles Dyer Can Scream and Play Drums? I personally have nothing wrong with the way that Myles played the drums on the album, if that's true, but they do actually have a drummer by the name of Joshua Barreto. If that is true, Myles Dyer did play drums on this album, then what does Joshua's drumming sound like? But at the end of the day, I have to rave about this album. It's really, really good. It's worth the buying, it's worth the purchasing, worth the listening to, worth the watching as well. They have a music video out. Okay, now it comes to the final part, my rating. I'll rate this album out of 5 and I will give it a 5 out of 5. I'm not joking about, this album is really, really good and it's worth getting and putting on your iPod and all kinds of stuff. And I hope this band tour in my hometown of Birmingham soon because I will definitely see them. Well, maybe not definitely, depends what time college. You know, I'll go to college and stuff like that. But yeah, also I kind of have to praise Schemata Theory for the fact that I believe that they either know or like Ravenface. And I love Ravenface! Personal update for my usual subscribers. There isn't a Christmas special coming up that I tend to upload on the morning of Christmas Day. So if you want to see this Christmas special I have, I'll basically be talking about the best and worst of 2012. Please subscribe to my channel. I have a you could like or share my video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alma Pal out.
Alma Pal, come and rate and subscribe. Bitch! Ah, that's really nice, thank you. F*** off!
What I mainly like about this album though is that it sticks in your head like Two Girls, One Cup. Put it like this. This album, put it like this. This video, put it like, nah.